He's been my kryptonite. Two-time WWE Champion says he's still waiting to pin Roman Reigns after many years. Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. I am Jennifer. Have a nice day. For the WWE family latest news update, please subscribe the channel and press the bell icon. Roman Reigns has pinned a lot of big names throughout his career. Two-time WWE Champion Drew McIntyre is still waiting for his turn to defeat the Tribal Chief via pinfall. The two stars have shared the ring a handful of times, with their first televised match taking place at WrestleMania 35. The Celtic Warrior has never beaten the former undisputed WWE Champion before. Their last match was at Clash at the Castle in 2022, which saw the debut of Solo Sikoa. During an interview with Gorilla Position, Drew McIntyre was asked whether he would finally settle the score with Roman Reigns. He said he's still waiting to pin the OTC, and referred to the latter as his kryptonite. Yeah, still waiting for that big pinfall over him. Is that going to be on the horizon? Well, we'll see. I'd like to think so since I talked about him for 4 straight months and it went nowhere. But that's been kind of the big rivalry since I returned to WWE, like 2018, 2019. Roman and I always seem to find each other, and I still haven't been able to get that pinfall. When I was with Shane, he managed to get the pinfall, which is pretty cool. But yeah, he's been my kryptonite. So that's, a very long-term story myself and Roman. I'm sure we'll find our way back to each other inevitably, said McIntyre. 23-43-24-20. NWA World's Heavyweight Champion Tom Latimer appeared in an interview with Muscle Memory and stated that he wants to wrestle Roman Reigns as the two of them go way back. Oh well, I have wrestled him a long, long time ago, but of course I would pick Roman Reigns. You've got to shoot for the top, you know what I mean? Latimer said. Roman has been off TV for a while now. His return date has yet to be announced. At WrestleMania 41, Seth Rollins battled CM Punk and Roman Reigns in an intense triple threat match. The contest headlined Night 1 of the Show of Shows. In the final moments of the bout, Paul Heyman hit Reigns and Punk with a low blow, confirming his alliance with the Architect. The Visionary emerged victorious in that contest, and he has continued to terrorize the entire WWE roster since then. In the following weeks, Rollins recruited the likes of Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed to form a new faction on the Red brand. According to recent reports, WWE is considering adding more members to Seth Rollins' group, with former AEW stars such as Ethan Page and Ricky Starks being the top choices. Interestingly, a few current AEW stars could have also been a perfect fit for Rollins' faction had they somehow ended up in the Stamford-based promotion. In this article, we take a look at 3 AEW stars who could have been a valuable addition to the Visionaries group on WWE Raw. Britt Baker was the cornerstone of the AEW women's division during the company's initial years. However, the DMD has fallen down the ranks in the company with the arrival of names like Toni Storm and Mercedes Moné. The former AEW Women's World Champion did some of the best work of her career as a heel in All Elite Wrestling. Britt Baker's cocky and arrogant personality helped her generate genuine heel heat from the audience. The Doctor could have been a great addition to Seth Rollins' faction on WWE Raw if she were to join WWE. It would have been an intriguing way to introduce the 34-year-old star to the WWE audience. Baker has proven to be very clever and aggressive inside the squared circle, making her a similar character to the Visionary. Both stars also have the curb stomp in their arsenal, which points towards another slight connection between Rollins and Baker. Seth Rollins intends to take over the main event scene on WWE Raw. The Revolutionary has his sights set on winning the World Heavyweight Championship, and he has brought in Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed to assist him. Wardlow could have scaled new heights in his career if he were to be led by the Architect. Mr. Mayhem has proven his value in the past, as he was one of the most popular stars in AEW during the 2021-22 period. In the past 2 years, injury struggles and inconsistent bookings have prevented Wardlow from gaining any momentum. However, he still has an intimidating presence in the squared circle, and he could have complemented Breaker and Reed as a fellow member of Rollins' faction. Top stars like CM Punk, Sami Zayn, and LA Knight are already struggling to deal with the two monstrous allies of the Revolutionary. Things could have become even more difficult for the babyfaces on Raw if Wardlow somehow entered the equation as well. Kyle Fletcher is among the fastest rising stars in AEW. The protostar is the whole package, who is as excellent on the mic as he is in the ring. Working with a top star like Seth Rollins would have been a great learning curve for the Aussie Arrow. Fletcher's egoistic personality is quite similar to the Visionary's persona during his authority days. Fletcher's possible association with an established star like Seth Rollins would have instantly gotten him over with the WWE audience. With a veteran like Paul Heyman by his side, the protostar would have gotten more and more opportunities to showcase his potential. Adding a special talent like Kyle Fletcher to his group would have benefited the Revolutionary in fulfilling his world title aspirations. Meanwhile, it would have been a great opportunity for the former Shield member to guide a young star towards a main event push, something that he tried to do with Austin Theory in 2020. Drew McIntyre has been absent from WWE TV since losing to Damian Priest in a brutal steel cage match at Saturday night's main event. However, with WWE SummerSlam approaching, the Scottish Warrior is expected to return to the company very soon. McIntyre deserves a major feud following his return to the blue brand. The former WWE Champion has been helping other stars grow with his incredible performances in the squared circle, and now he deserves the push that fans have been waiting for. Let's check out a few big names he could compete against upon his return. Roman Reigns and Drew McIntyre last faced off at Clash at the Castle 2022, where Reigns controversially defeated McIntyre with assistance from Solo Sikoa, which was used to build more storylines for the future. Since then, McIntyre has teased going after Reigns multiple times, but the match has not occurred. Reigns has also been absent from WWE TV lately and is expected to return very soon. While the OTC might target Seth Rollins upon his return, a clash with McIntyre would also be an exciting match to watch. The feud between Gunther and Drew McIntyre is never-ending. Both men have faced each other multiple times in the past, and it has always resulted in an incredible showdown between two of the most dominant names in the industry. The Ring General is the reigning World Heavyweight Champion and could be confronted by Drew McIntyre very soon. While the former is set to face Goldberg at Saturday night's main event, McIntyre stepping in after the clash would be a massive moment. Drew McIntyre and Seth Rollins share a long history with each other. Both men have clashed multiple times in the past and still have unfinished business. Considering the massive position Rollins has achieved with his faction on the Red brand, the Scotch Warrior going after the Visionary would be an interesting storyline. A potential showdown between the two men could help McIntyre become a babyface, opening doors for numerous new feuds in the company. Cody Rhodes vs. Drew McIntyre is one of the biggest matches that fans have eagerly awaited for months. Although both men have not often crossed paths, they could tear each other apart in the squared circle if they ever face off. With Cody Rhodes currently out of the undisputed WWE Championship picture, Drew McIntyre could step in and build a massive storyline between both men to make headlines. John Cena has proven to be one of the biggest heels in the entire wrestling industry recently, but he is expected to turn into a babyface. While Cena has yet to change his character, Drew McIntyre could surprise the world by returning as a babyface to confront the undisputed WWE Champion. McIntyre vs. Cena is another huge dream match that fans have been waiting to witness, and not a lot of time is left to make it happen. A potential showdown between these two top stars at SummerSlam would be a treat to watch. Fans will have to wait and see what WWE has planned for the Scottish Warrior when he returns. It has been a while since the WWE Universe has seen Roman Reigns. The last time they got to acknowledge their tribal chief was way back in April, on the Raw after WrestleMania 41. Now with storylines heating up all around, it seems to be the ideal time for a return. The question is, what will he do once he's back? Looking at the current WWE landscape, there are a lot of avenues to explore. Of course, feuding with his arch-nemesis, Seth Rollins, the man who took him out, makes the most sense. However, one veteran pro wrestling journalist believes there is another route the OTC can take. Speaking on the WrestleVotes Conda on Sportskeeda's WrestleBinge, Bill Apter noted that Roman Reigns could get involved in the family drama between Jacob Fatu and Solo Sikoa. In fact, he predicted that Reigns would ally with the Samoan werewolf upon his return.